This is so ridiculous. The place where we read your Reddit posts. Today we're going to be doing Entitled Karens. This post is by Affectionate19282. I think you might be wrong? It was early evening and I needed to call into the supermarket for a few things for dinner. I am straight from work, so was wearing business casual clothing. A little frazzled after a long day. The staff at the supermarket have a distinctive uniform that is really not worn anywhere else. Again, being the end of the day, the shelves were a little ransacked, so I had to reach around a bit to find a can that matched the special price. A love lady, I think they mean a lovely lady, came up to me. Let's call her Karen, and politely asked, "Excuse me, do you know when you will be getting specific type of canned tomatoes back in stock?" I said, "Sorry, I don't work here," and went back to finding the correct item. From over my shoulder, I could hear her say, "But I thought you did." I turn around to see her still standing there, slack-jawed. So I go, "Sorry, I'm sure there will be someone around somewhere." She then goes bright red and loudly repeats, "But I thought you did." I quickly grabbed the closest can and bounced to the checkout to get out of that store. I still wonder if she ever got over being wrong about something and not having a manager to complain to. I would say you got off pretty easy with that Karen. I've seen some pretty dramatic stories, and that one was pretty tame, although still kind of ridiculous. This entitled Karens is by Creative Keys 19. Women follows me. I think it's supposed to be woman, so we'll go with that. Woman follows me to the back of my workplace. So, this is my first post. As usual, welcome to the life of posting. And I've come in contact with way too many entitled people when I was working at a big retail supermarket. Some insight. I worked in the back in an online pickup section. I'm not a big girl, I'm around 5 foot, so I'm easily mistaken as someone that people can just walk all over, and I'll give them what they want. For the area I worked in, there's a lot of time crunches because Uber Eats and DoorDash drivers would pick up these orders for people and drop them off at their doors. It was often that the drivers would get upset because we didn't have an order ready for them or the person canceled randomly, meaning they had come to the store for no reason. I was always sympathetic for them and would try my best to help because my mother was also a driver at the time. Now, for the story. One day, a specific driver, who I'll call Karen, who is known for being difficult to work with, started to become impatient because we were behind and didn't have enough people putting the items in the orders for us to take out to the customers. She had been waiting for 40 minutes and decided that 40 minutes was 30 minutes too long. When I had finished loading someone else's car with groceries, Karen and my mother were standing in front of the door I had to go back through. The door needed a key to be scanned to get back in. They were venting about how it's ridiculous that they don't have the order, and it should have been ready before I got here. When I approached the door, Karen started to ask if the order was in the system. I stated no. They were probably still picking up the items to put in the order. She then said that, "Next time you open that door, I'm walking in and standing back there until they have my order for me." I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I mean, I have to continue to work. I couldn't just stand outside. I knew someone would come out the door eventually with someone else's order. So, I just opened the door wheeling in my cart with Karen trailing behind me. I didn't even have to acknowledge her or say anything, because the moment she hit the inside of the door, she stated loudly that, "I'm not leaving until you give me my order." It didn't take long before 5 people were telling her to leave, and 2 people from security to show up. And while she wasn't being dragged out like I had hoped she would, Karen did storm out, get a formal report from the app she was using for deliveries, and was put on our "be careful with" list. That's cool, you have a "be careful with" list. After she had gone through a mini suspension, she was very, very quiet around the workers. What's really interesting to me is that this woman was allowed to return even after doing that. Though, it is cool that they have a "be careful with" list. And now everyone knows, watch out for this woman. This entitled Karens was posted by CX Lumbine. In all caps, "I hate entitled people." Wow, I think someone might be a little bit upset. Long one. I work in the deli at a major chain. When I am the closer, which is 80% of the time, I am alone after my pre-closer leaves. The majority of the time, it's like 6, maybe 6:30 if they don't get everything done and don't leave it for me to do, which happens often. Technically, I'm supposed to close at 8, but I don't get in trouble if I close early, around 7 to 7:30, because I am alone and because I have so many responsibilities I have to do by myself. When I close, I try to take down the hotbar as fast as possible so people don't think I'm open. I turn off the lights right away in the hotbar, salad case, and meat/cheese bar. To me, that immediately equals I am closed. Yeah, Lumbine, I would agree. That would mean you're closed. But it's been proven almost daily people don't understand that universal sign. I don't mind if people ask if I'm closed. That's fine. Please ask, because who knows if the lights just aren't working. It's the people who feel they are entitled to service just because there is someone back there. I've had multiple people expect service, even when I have told them I am closed. Here's some conversations I've had. Obviously, not word for word, but as close as possible. Someone is standing at the counter while I am cleaning the slicers. I turn around and see them. Hey, sorry, but I'm closed. Oh, okay, well, can you just get me that real quick? I'm so sorry, but we close around 7 to 8, depending on the day, because I am alone. It's best to come in before 7 to get something to be safe. The wing bar is still open, and there is still some rotisseries and other stuff left in that case there if you're interested. There's also some of the salads in that case there, and there's our pre-sliced meats and cheeses if you need that. I'm so sorry, I just have a lot to do. But it literally will only take a minute. I'm sorry, but I'm closed. Customer rolls eyes and walks away. I understand that yes, I could just serve the customer real quick. I have before. It's the fact when I say I'm closed, that means I'm closed. Do not expect service. I should not have to rewash my hands, put on gloves I will just take off and serve you. I might as well not be closed at that point. I have responsibilities. I get off late every day because I have so much to do, and it's only me. It's 10 o'clock. I was already supposed to leave, but I still had a little bit left to do. I am putting away dishes at this time. I put plastic over the salads in the salad case so they don't dry out overnight. This is clear to customers. I don't even have the spoons in there anymore. I clean them and put them where they belong. Hey, when you get a minute, can I please get a salad? So sorry, but we are very much closed. I closed at 8. Oh, wow, okay, but they're still all here. It only took a sec. Yes, they are there because I don't put them away. Oh, okay. Can I please just have that one right there? I'm so sorry, ma'am, but I cannot serve you. If you are interested, maybe look in that case there. The salad you want could be in there. It's really a day-by-day thing, though. I was already supposed to leave, though. I'm so sorry. Ugh, whatever. Sure, she was kind, but I'm not serving you 2 hours after I closed. Yes, there may be a person working there, but it does not mean they are there to serve you. I had already clocked off for lunch, and I am supposed to tell someone when I do that, so I told one of the store managers I was going on lunch. He asked if I put up a sign. I totally forgot and ran back, and what I do is just write on a bag and say, on lunch, back at X time, deli. I go back, and there is someone waiting at the counter. Hey, so sorry, I just clocked off for lunch. I just forgot to put up a sign. I cannot serve you. Can't serve me? No, I'm sorry, but I'm off the clock right now. I'm the only person back here for the night. If you won't serve me, where can I find a manager? My manager is home right now. All the store managers are up front. I go and make my sign and hang it up. I see the man talking to the manager I told I was going to lunch, and I see him nodding his head to the guy, and then the guy storms off. It was honestly funny, but I am not working off the clock. F that. I agree. Definitely shouldn't work off the clock. I have different stories too. Even when I put my sign up in plain sight, I will still hear, customer service in the deli, please, overhead, and I just laugh like, no way. People are blind and inconsiderate. I have a major Karen get mad at me for not serving her after I closed, and she just thought it was ridiculous. I wouldn't serve her real quick, and when I thought she walked away, I was telling the sushi girl, deli and sushi are separate, sushi cannot serve in the deli, and vice versa. What that woman was saying to me, and we were just laughing. The woman overheard and was like, and for that, where can I find a manager? Ma'am, all the managers are up front. And so she either told the manager, and they did not give an F, because well, they agree I should not serve after I'm closed. Or she didn't tell a manager, but from her attitude, I'm sure she did. The only difference between me and literally any other establishment is that I don't have doors I can lock when I'm closed. When I am closed, I am closed. Don't expect service. Yeah, that can be a rough one. Not having a way to keep people out of the establishment while you're cleaning up and all that, and then people still wanting you to serve them just because you're there. It is really cool that the managers have your back, though, and don't expect you to work even when you've already clocked out or when you're supposed to have already left. Thanks for stopping by. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications for more content coming soon. Thanks.